Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
Let's
Popular thing in black culture right now. Deion
Sanders left Jackson State University, accepted the head coaching job at Colorado, and everybody's up in arms about it, or seems like they are.
on one side or another.
Yeah, on one side, what are they saying? That he made a lot of promises and instilled a lot of hope in people, the recruits, the parents of the recruits, and seemingly dashed at the first opportunity there was to leave and abandon this HBCU, right?
Yeah. The other side.
Y'all tell it. What's the other side?
The other side is he.
Let me ice. This is Ice's bag.
yeah.
No
That's not
pun
my bag.
intended. No pun intended. Go ahead.
Listen, man. He took this. He came to the HBCU, excuse me. Shed light on the organization. Shed light on the HBCU. Brought top tier recruits to the HBCU, which in turn brings a lot of money. Like you turned this entire program around. True. I personally think that. What else do I owe y'all here? Like, I took you from, and this is not a shot to any HBCU or to Jackson State, but I took you from nothing to something. Now, it's on y'all and your organization to maintain that. I'm off to something else now. I don't have to stay here. I got the entire coaching staff paid. Like, I looked people out.
I'm going to say what Ice is saying, but in a way that's going to get these ratings up a little bit and not really respect their opinions out there. Most of y'all got to shut the fuck up. That's it. We ain't got to put on our studious voice. We ain't got to act like we got doctorates and degrees. Most of y'all got to shut the fuck up. Something had to be said, yo. I'm gonna start saying it. You niggas adopting Australian habits.
You have an opinion?
My opinion is, I think there's a lot of different facets here. Number one for me being, like, how much can you expect one man to take responsibility for? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot to put on somebody. Like, the whole HBCU institution as a professional, as a major sports thing to put on one person to maintain. He, like I said, he has brought the attention and notoriety to the whole system. Let's us now, and let's hopefully the media continue to build on that.
Yes.
Like, why is that all on him? That's super unfair to me.
I couldn't agree more. If it takes my presence being there to uphold all of the teachings and the fucking lessons and just everything that I've showed you how to do it. Before I got here, I said I was going to do something. I came here, I showed you how to do it. I implemented a system that works. Hopefully y'all was watching, listening, and learning something, because anybody with a brain knew that he wasn't about to be there for very long. And if you wanted him to be there for very long, then I would have been trying to go break a law or something like Saban to find some money under the table to have him. If you assume this is about money. I know that's the joke, Deion Sanders, must be the money. Must be the money. Hey, entertaining me, must be the money. But the Colorado gig, and they came out Colorado and said, hey, we don't, see? Colorado came out and said exactly what I just told Jackson State to do, which was, hey, we don't know, we don't have the money yet. They came right out and said it. We don't have Deion's money yet.
It's a difference, though.
But we gonna get it.
It's a difference.
Ish. Maybe. What I'm saying is, it ain't. If you believe it's financial, it's only $5 million a year.
I'm just waiting for everybody.
Must be mine.
I'm just waiting for everybody to finish.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start off with Parks.
Yeah.
Parks said it's unfair to put that burden on Deion's shoulders. He voluntarily put it on himself. He did that. When he went there, his vow was, I'm going to bring attention, notoriety to all of the HBCUs. Right? Cool. He stayed there for 2 years. He started to get mad attention, mad notoriety. We can see a change night and day.
No question.
So
he did do what he said. Let me finish.
Okay. No. He did that for Jackson State. Right? Cool. I think that him leaving is his choice. So wish him well in his choice. But it's almost like you coming in as good one. We had an argument on Patreon about the stepdad situation. It's almost like, yo, you coming in as a stepdad for a child, right? And you got the child and you showing them all the shit and you giving them hope, right? And then you just dash. Now, sometimes the child is even more fucked up than before. So what I'm saying is Deion Sanders, it's his choice. And I'm not against him. I'm just saying both arguments. So I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here in that now the infrastructure isn't strong enough in 2 years, I don't think, to stand on its own with no Deion. That's one. Number two, the HBCU system still ain't gonna get the notoriety next year. All of Deion's recruits, they opted into the transfer portal to change schools. So again, you fucked up the infrastructure now of the Jackson State because all the recruits that we got, or a number of the recruits, have already put in for transfers. So now when you leave, we are potentially going back to the doghouse. Potentially. Hopefully they don't do that, but you are potentially going back into the doghouse. So it's almost like, and this is where some people are saying, yo, you did basically what the white folks do, which is use us as a stepping stone, and now you jumped off to go make some other white organization greater. The University of Colorado gets state money. Jackson State, I'm not sure how they're financed or how the budget works, but yes, Colorado is going to now find the money because now we could post Deion Sanders. He's been on every fucking platform and every billboard for the state of Colorado. Guess what's going to happen? The state going to kick that money in because they're going to get it back. Now the television shit going to come because now University of Colorado on whatever division they in, now we going to get 14, or we going to get fucking 7 televised games where we might have only had 3. So that money for them to find is mad simple.
Is your argument that Deion did something wrong?
No, I'm saying I see both sides. I see the side where he like, yo, I made this situation better, now I'm off to better things. But you also made a promise to these kids' parents. You also made a promise to a lot of people around the board, and you said that you stood on making the HBCU system more notoriety. Like, yo, what stops the kids now? And this is the argument that he had with the dudes on Channing and them shit before they left.
Pivot or I'm Athlete?
I'm Athlete. He was on I'm Athlete. Amazing interview where he was saying, yo, we have to stop sending our kids to these schools. Brandon, no, I'm just saying, but he was really, Brandon was agreeing with him. He was really arguing with Channing. So Channing was like, I'm not sending my kid there. I'm sending my kid to Miami. And he's like, yo, what was Miami before we got there? We made Miami, right? So if that's your stance, then you should also say, what was Jackson State before we got there? Let's build up this school the same way the black kids built up Miami. That was his argument. So now it almost sounds as if you're contradicting yourself.
I couldn't disagree more with what you're saying.
That's cool. I'm saying, I don't have an opinion either way. I definitely see the naysayer's opinion, and I definitely see the yaysayer's opinion. I was just giving pushback on the nay side because all of y'all were on the yay side.
Well, let me address some of your pushback. It is impossible for Deion Sanders to do what white people do and use us to get to the next level. That's not possible.
That's not true.
Explain it.
Because he bought all of this hoopla like, yo, I'm pro conference, I'm pro this, I'm pro that. Let's build up this infrastructure so we can compete with them. That's what he stood on. Let's build up this HBCU infrastructure because it's not just the SWAC. Like I went to Morgan, it's the MEAC, it's other conferences in the HBCUs. And had he stayed for a couple more years, then that could have potentially turned to other ex-athletes. Deion Sanders is a megastar. Let's be clear. Before he became a coach, he was a fucking megastar. He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot, arguably the best cornerback to ever play football.
He's up there. Yes.
He's not just a black athlete.
That is supporting what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying he's just not a black athlete. So being who he is, that was going to automatically bring press.
That goes with him wherever he goes.
True. Cachet. Earned cachet. So now let's just say
that person that you just described ain't using somebody to get to the next level.
I didn't say he was. I'm saying people are saying that he did this. The press and all of that shit definitely played a part in him getting to the next level.
How many years has Deion Sanders gotten a different type of press?
In the last, 10 years or so?
And since we've learned who he is.
30.
No, he's been out of the media for a while. I'm talking about in this particular capacity. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
That's mutually beneficial, though.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I said the school benefited. So Now, if Deion stays a little longer, now let's just say Lawrence Taylor or somebody else goes and coaches Howard, right? And now recruits want to come there. Now, this person goes and coaches Morgan. This person goes and coaches Southern. Now you are building an infrastructure of HBCU greatness that was not there. When him leaving that fast, it potentially sets them right back to where they were before. And that counters his argument of what he set out to accomplish.
New Joe Budden.